Mark your calendars. Ficks Brokers is once again stepping up as an official sponsor of FMAS 25, the Finance Magnates Africa Summit. Year after year, Ficks Brokers proves they're not just participating in the industry, they're leading it. From innovation to integrity, they are setting the standard for what real trading partnerships should look like. If you're serious about finance, trading, and where the market's headed, this is the event you need to watch. I'm proud to stand with a brand that keeps raising the bar. I'll see you at FMAS 25. In a shocking turn of events, there's a 63-year-old granny in Limpopo, South Africa that was arrested on allegations of scamming 386 other pensioners out of their SASSA money.
What?
Strap your boots up. This is nogal quite interesting. This is the 63-year-old scammer that we are talking about, and let's just call her Magriza. Magriza posed as a kind-hearted community member. She gained trust by fellow elderly people by telling them that if they pay her, she will teach them how to trade Forex. Keep in mind, these are old people. All of this is foreign to them. It's like someone is busy talking gibberish to them. Under the pretense of offering a pathway to financial freedom, she charged these pensioners 1,200 Rand each for Forex classes. The promise was appealing. With just a small investment, they could turn their monthly SASSA grants into a sustainable income that will last themselves over years to come. Vulnerable and hopeful, they paid. Some even made loans so that they can get to this. Others used their full SASSA payouts. Keep in mind, people do not get a lot of money for an old pension grant. Once the money was collected though, the self-proclaimed Forex Magriza has went missing, vanished into thin air, and nobody knows where she went. There were no classes, no platforms, no mentorship, just pure radio silence. Victims were left devastated, betrayed by someone they considered a trusted community member. I mean, who's gonna suspect a 63-year-old granny would scam them? But then also, who would expect a 63-year-old granny to be a Forex mentor? Thanks to a thorough investigation and public tips, police found her hiding out in a neighboring province. Here she has been making a name for herself under a different alias. She was arrested and charged with money laundering and fraud. Her scheme not only robbed vulnerable people of their savings, but also shook the community's trust in support networks that has been set up to support the elderly. Now, the first place that I saw this was on Facebook, and as you guys can see here, someone by the name of Michael Movenda made a post on the 9th of May saying, breaking news, a granny from Limpopo has been arrested for allegedly scamming 386 other pensioners out of their SASSA money. She reportedly promised to teach them how to trade Forex for a fee of 1,200 Rand each. However, she failed to deliver the promised service and disappeared with the money. Fortunately, the police tracked her down and arrested her. She has been charged with fraud and money laundering and is set to serve a 10-year prison sentence. Now, when I tell you guys that you guys are gonna get charged with fraud and a minimum of 10-year prison sentence, you guys are always thinking I'm lying because the only thing that I can ever be is a hater, Muslim. But if you guys will listen to what I say, you will see that I've been warning you guys for years about this. The granny was wrong for a plethora of reasons, but here is my 5 main ones. Number 1, the exploitation of the vulnerable people in the community. She deliberately targeted pensioners because she knew financially they were insecure. Besides that, they are also unfamiliar with complex trading systems. The second problem that I had with her is the misrepresentation. She knows that she is not a Forex trader and she had no intention of delivering good on her promises, yet she still took money from people. The third problem that stands out for me is the breach of trust. As an elderly person herself, she gained her identity and a good image to gain the trust of other pensioners, only to scam them. Number 4, her intent to defraud was made a little bit clear when she ran off and vanished with the people's money. And number 5, her actions directly undermined social systems. Her actions directly abused the SASSA grants, which is actually meant for the elderly so that they can get along with their basic needs. I want to give you guys a little bit of a breakdown of the law so that you can exactly understand why she is facing the legal troubles she is facing. Firstly, there's fraud under common law. The definition of fraud is the unlawful and intentional making of a misrepresentation that causes actual or potential prejudice to another. Her violations: she misrepresented herself as a forex trader, she falsely promised a service with no intent of delivering it, and she caused financial loss to 386 pensioners. That is a total of 463,200 rand. A penalty for that, as we can clearly hear, is that she's been charged with fraud and money laundering and is set to serve a 10-year prison sentence. The second law she broke was the money laundering law, the Prevention of Organized Crime Act 121 of 1998, and the definition hereof is any act to conceal or disguise the nature, source, location, or movement of proceeds from unlawful activities. And the violation in this context: disguising illicitly obtained money by transferring or hiding it, and also using aliases to move to another province to avoid detection. Number 3, she also contravened the FIS Act because she was providing financial advice or intermediary services without being licensed to do so. And the violations is that she promoted and charged for forex trading services without FIS accreditation or registration with the FCA. Then there's law number 4 that she broke, and that is theft, because she took money under false pretenses with no intent of delivering the service. This criminal record is a lifelong mark on her, and this will make it a little bit hard for her to access government services. Alongside that, the Asset Forfeiture Unit can also obtain an order to go and get any remaining money under the Poker Act. This is a grave reminder of how scams not just only exploits wallets, but also people's trust and dignity. Next time when I tell you to introduce your parents and your elderly family members to my channels, don't laugh at me, because their little to no knowledge of this industry makes them vulnerable and a possible scam victim to these people. If you came this far, thank you so much for joining. I hope to see you in my next video. Ciao.